If you struggle with knee pain or patellar tendinitis, stick around because this is the video for you. Because me personally, I dealt with knee pain for 4 out of my 6 years in college, so I know how to manage it, how to play through it, how to succeed in spite of it. So I'm basically walking you through the routine that you wanna be doing kind of on a daily basis to help mitigate its pain, to help not feel the effects of it as much, and so you can be the best you can be. But hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Remember, we're on that road to 50K, so go show love. But yeah, so first thing we're gonna start off with is backwards treadmill walks. And this isn't gonna be the most sciencey of videos, so just know this is based off my experience, what worked for me. But essentially what these do is they kind of warm your quads up. Did these every single day before practice, before games, before workouts, every single day. And those of you that started doing your own research, you know about like knees over toes. So essentially, we're getting the knees over the toes here, but the big thing you wanna do is you kind of wanna dig that toe into the ground behind you. And now you're gonna feel it in your quads. Like you're gonna feel a burn in your quads, but that's what we want. So we're gonna hit that for about 20 minutes and then move on. Next up, we got the foam roller. Now, I think you can get these for like $10. Invest in one, buy one, have it in the crib. You're gonna wanna use this every single day. You know, even if you're not injured, even if you have nothing wrong with you whatsoever, you wanna be foam rolling every single day. We'll take you through a quick circuit. So we're gonna start off, get the glute, switch to the other one. And by the way, if I don't do both sides, just know it's both sides of everything. Move on to the hamstrings. But yeah, that's the #1 regret I probably have from just my younger days in general is not taking care of my body as much as I should. Like everything else, I think I did as much as I could do, worked as hard as I could. It was this thing right here, like take care of my body, didn't really prioritize it and definitely felt it down the road. So I'm trying to tell y'all, stop just going out there running around, doing whatever, warm up beforehand, roll out, stretch, all that stuff. And I promise you, you might not think you need it, but I assure you, if you start taking like care of your body, you're gonna see an increase in your performance. Like you're gonna perform better by doing all this stuff, even if there's nothing wrong with you. Then we're gonna slide to the calves, because that's like one of the big myths of the training room is that it's for people that are injured. No, the training room is what you wanna be in to prevent yourself from being injured. That's how you prevent all the bad stuff from happening in your body. So get in that training room, the cold tubs, the rollers, the stretching, all that stuff that's in there, take advantage of it. And low key, even some of y'all that's older, like y'all should still be stretching and rolling out and all that stuff too. Like it just makes your body feel better in general. That's why people hit like 30 and can't move no more. And we're gonna slide on to the quads. I like to do one at a time. There are a bunch of different ways you can do it. I kind of just put all my weight on one side of my body, like lift one side up. Do it like that. Now, if you don't roll out consistently, I promise you the first time you do this, gonna feel crazy. You just gotta push through it. Get your muscles to a point where they're used to not being like super tight. But that is one of the biggest reasons people have tendinitis is because their quads are weak and their quads are super tight. Like, I remember when I first got diagnosed with it, they did like the, I think it's called the Thomas stretch. They did that with me and they were like, holy shit, bro, like you can barely like move. Like there's no range of motion here. So had to work on that, but I know for a fact a lot of y'all with knee pain, super tight, especially in your quads. Then I like to go to the hip flexors. Just kind of let the roller dig in there, get them nice and loose. Now your hip flexors, those are tight. That will slow you down 100%. That is why a lot of guys can't run fast, tight hip flexors, tight hips. Can't get that stride going, so like I said, this stuff will help you just more so than not being hurt, not feeling hurt. Like it'll help you actually, with your performance. Then you're gonna kind of put the roller parallel to you and it's almost cock the leg up, get that like inner quad, inner leg, inner groin area, upper groin area, whatever you call it. Like I said, we're not super sciencey, was never a science kid in school, but did it for so many years that I know what you gotta do to make your body feel good, make it so you can compete. Cause I competed at a high level, right? Like I did football at a high level, made it probably way further than I should have with how I felt, but still made it, still did it. So remember how I say you wanna cop a roller? You also wanna cop some type of either the rubber band like this or a stretching type band, but either way, you need one of those too. So now we're gonna move on to the stretching portion. So if you have the rubber band, what I like to do, they taught us at Michigan, kind of wrap it around your back. Now we just get the hamstrings, pull it up. You can go anywhere from like 25 to 30 seconds. I usually go like 30 seconds. 25, it's kind of like just a stretch day. 30 if it's actually about to do some physical activity. And we're gonna pull it out. I'm gonna fold the leg over. Now we're gonna make it a little bit dynamic. So we're gonna start off kind of leg swings. So just pull the band up, guide your leg up. Feel like a deeper stretch in your hammy. Hit about 10 of those. And we're gonna, next one, I don't even know what to call it. You just kind of bend the leg in, shoot it out. Then we're gonna take our leg, fold it over, get a nice deep stretch in the hip. Now I guarantee you, a lot of y'all, your hips are gonna feel crazy doing this. Hips are super tight, I'm already knowing. That's why you gotta stretch, get them loose. You switch legs. Now slide the band off, slide it around your foot, bring it around your body, pull up, get those quads stretched. Now the quads, these are the ones where you wanna make sure these are super loose if you have any type of knee pain. A lot of times that is what's causing it. That along with your hips too. Hips and quads, where a lot of guys kinda, they think, all right, I'm gonna just reach down, touch my toes, get my hamstring stretched, I'm be good. Nah, everything else is tight, jacked up, you're gonna be jacked up. All right, then remember what I was saying about your hips? This next drill is gonna get your hips loose. So we call it the 90-90. Your front leg is gonna be forward, bent at a 90-degree angle. Try and keep that toe also 90 degrees from your ankle. Back leg gonna be set up pretty much the same way, 90 degrees. If you're a beginner, you're gonna wanna start with your hands on the ground. I'm a little more advanced, so we'll do the beginner way now. Hands on the ground. And you're gonna basically turn your hips and your legs so that way you're the same way in the opposite direction. So you're here. Flip the leg. You wanna go nice and slow with this. You wanna try and get your hips as opened as possible. So you want this leg to be opened up, or your back leg to be starting to open up while your front leg's still down as far as you can. So you wanna push it, try and get your hips as loose, as open as possible. Back through. So hit about 6 of these each way. At first when you do it, it's gonna look crazy. It's gonna feel like, damn, yo, I can't do this at all. Just stick with it. Remember, you don't gotta be great to start, but you gotta start to be great. So just keep working it, keep working, getting those hips looser. And over time, you will notice a big, big difference. So remember what I said before. The reason for tendinitis is because you're too tight, but also because you're not strong enough. So now we're gonna go over some exercises to kind of help strengthen the quads. Stuff I did my entire college career once I had tendinitis, but stuff that helps tremendously, stuff that you wanna be doing. So we're gonna start off with the goblet squat. Now it doesn't gotta be super heavy, but you wanna have a weight that's enough to, challenge you a little bit, but it's not like we're not trying to 1 rep max anything here. So you can do it with a dumbbell, kettlebell, but pretty much just start off nice and deep, get good depth. Like I said, it shouldn't be a super, super difficult struggle. And you're gonna go 3 by 10. So anyone to find like something that's a little bit elevated, like a treadmill works, a step works well. And then essentially we're gonna do some eccentric, I don't even know, I forgot the name, but I'll look the name up, I'll put it right here, but we're gonna basically go slow down, tap the heel on the ground, go back up. Slow down, tap the heel on the ground, go back up. Now what's important here is you don't wanna reach for the ground, so you don't wanna bring the hip down to try and touch it. No, touching is not the important part. The important part is feeling it in the quads. So just slow down, come back up. Now, it's not like a super deep squat movement, but you just keep it nice and simple. So next up, we got wall sits, 3 by 30. Big thing, keep the legs parallel to the ground. So this right here is an isometric exercise. Essentially what that means is you're not really moving, you're just kind of staying in place and strengthening your muscles that way. So you're gonna feel it all in the quads. I mean, you've all done wall sits before. You feel it in the quads. but this is a big one here. So like I said, 3 by 30 seconds. So remember what I said, we wanna get our quads loosened and strengthened, but we also wanna get our hips loosened and strengthened. So right here, call them clamshells. Once you start getting into it, you're gonna feel the hips, really feel like they're starting to work. And also realize there are a bunch of different exercises for like all these like body parts for your quads, your hips. So if you like if you look it up online, like stuff for tendinitis, you see something else, just because I'm not doing it right now doesn't mean they're wrong or I'm wrong. There's just a lot of different ways to target different areas. So then we're gonna hit the TKEs, terminal knee extensions. You want pretty good not resistance on the band, but you want the band to be stretched out a pretty good amount. Just kind of start on your toe of the 1 foot, rock back to the heel, hold it for like, half a second. And again, you should be feeling this in your quads. But that right there was pretty much my routine, what I did every single day. Put myself in a position where even though I had tendinitis, even though I felt it at times, I was still able to mitigate it, manage it, push past it, still play, still ball out. So if you're trying to stay on the field, that's everything you should be doing. If you have knee pain, like, share, comment, subscribe. Remember, hit that subscribe button on the road to 50K. But yeah, if y'all like videos like this, definitely let me know. Remember, the blueprint is down in the description. Go click on that. Let me help you reach your dreams. But catch y'all next time. Peace.